People don't buy products or services. They buy into brand names. And not just the name, but the brand itself. So when forming a brand, it's important to think about that a good brand is one that people want to buy from, but a great brand is something, an idea or an emotion that people can get behind. So today, on top of past days, we're really trying to figure out the name that just fits not only what we're doing. Jack isn't enjoying it. How you like it?
It's soft, bro. It's important, like you're saying, but it's just annoying because it's not like productive at all. But it's important, so you can't just fuck it off.
It's like a lot of things where from %0 to %98, it's absolutely a waste of time. But when you find not only the name, but the name is a big piece of it, it creates an environment of a specific emotion around your brand and allows people to think of you in that way and assign emotions to it. When you think of like big brands, Jack, give me 3 big brand names.
Apple, Nvidia.
Oh, Nvidia's a tough one. All right, Apple. Super simplistic, and it sounds like something that's an everyday item or an everyday thing. And that's exactly what they are. An iPhone is used every day for basically everything. On top of that, there's another layer of depth behind it where, like you said, Apple, gravity, innovation, and the entire movement behind Apple is think different or be innovative. And their mission is to allow innovation with anyone who purchases one of their devices, which is quote unquote affordable to everyone around the world. Yeah, they didn't really hit that one.
That's not
Say it again?
the goal is to provide the best innovative product
To any users who can afford it.
but not playing down more.
Yeah. So when figuring out a brand, it's not, oh, this name sounds cool, or, oh, there's a cool, I don't know, there's a cool logo. It's what people buy, and the emotions that consumers or users of your product or service feel when they think of your brand. Like Nike, for example.
I was about to say Nike, and as a contrary point to what you were saying, it is true that the name matters a lot. However, this is especially true if you pick a word that like nobody's ever heard of, like what the fuck is a Nike?
Well,
all right, fine. I was about to say what it was, but what is it? In everyday use, you're not saying it Nike. Everyone knows what an Apple is, but like there are certain words that you may know what it means or you may not, but they're really only used for the brand, and it's your job as a business owner to associate the word with the brand. And sometimes that comes over time. Like 30 years ago, if you said Amazon, everyone thinks of rainforest. Now you think of the company.
there's multiple ways to go about it. One is choosing a word that everybody knows, but they don't connect that word to your company. And that takes a lot to build that connection, but the connection's longer lasting. On the other hand, there's something where you can have
You like make a name like Airbnb
or Zillow or something like that. And again, now there's nothing for them to connect it to. So when they hear that name, it'll be instantly connected to yours, but it might be harder to remember or stay in their mind. Or there's ones like, is Facebook a good, like that, like where it's exactly what it is, or Snapchat, where you're literally like, just by knowing the name, you know exactly what the company is or does.
Microsoft.
Yeah, it's a little bit of stretch. Micro software, I guess.
That's much more.
Yeah. Snapchat, Facebook, Microsoft.
Facebook. Actually, Facebook was named because they were already called Facebooks.
Yeah, the
in the
Facebook.
Harvard directory.
Yeah.
But
it's a
Yes.
book of faces, and now it's a digital book of faces. So when we're trying to figure out our brand name, what are we trying to keep in mind?
Twin, honestly, if it's illegally available and the domain is available, and it sounds
One of the words or brand names we really liked is Relevate. And it's not only, at least when I think of it or when I ask people around it, they think of Elevate and some of them think of real estate. So it's kind of a collage of understanding that it's in real estate and it's to elevate the entire real estate process.
a big thing is the phonetics of the word and like how it sounds.
How it sounds and how it feels.
How it sounds is like I think more important than anything you can do with like meaning behind it, because if it sounds like a dorky word, like you can have parts of things like say it's like money and investment. Your company's name is like Vesti. It's like it just sounds like stupid and unserious.
Yeah.
But like
It's just a silly.
investment and money are serious topics. It's just how you put it together.
Also, on top of that, it's not only how it sounds, but how it's perceived in writing, how it's read,
Yeah, the
and
phone
how,
test.
yeah, the bar test. Is that what you said?
Yeah, bar test, phone test, same thing. It's the same idea.
Basically, if you can't go into a loud bar and tell someone your brand name on like a normal volume, not like whispering or shouting, and they can't instantly recognize it or at least come close to recognizing it, then it's too far off of a word that
Like one that's
people can
like,
absorb.
That's what's nice about going for a word that already exists, like Stripe or something. Everyone knows how to spell fucking Stripe. Versus Zillow it's easy because you know it's spelled exactly how it sounds, but they weren't trying to get cute and spell it like ZEYLL, you know, some stupid
Yeah.
shit.
By the way, fun fact, Zillow got its name from zillions of pillows in their plan to sell that many homes. Redfin is actually an anagram of finder and friend, which is also kind of cool.
Really, I didn't know that.
There's a lot of companies that go about choosing their names in different ways, whether it's just putting initials of the founders or other more bigger industrial companies, or explaining what it does or conveying an emotion so that consumers or customers can buy into that emotion or brand. You got anything to add?
Just about sums it up.
Yeah. Anyways, longer video today. If you liked it, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Peace.